Pedro, congratulations. Pretty amazing victory for you tonight. I guess give us your I know you had a little time to soak it in now, so give us your thoughts on that win.
Oh man, it was great. That was exactly the fight that I was, visualized, that fight I was thinking. I have a 10 weeks training camp for this fight. Some of my coaches, an American top team, he was, watching a lot of his fights, because I don't like to watch my opponents fight. I like to go there and do my thing. So that's kind of like my coach's job to do, go watch all the fight previews and see what we're gonna do to get the victory. They know like I kind of like to brawl, but also they were like, make sure I was being smart, especially at the beginning of the fight, hurry him with the kicks, starting like, because we know that he's very emotional, he's starting like to get kicks and punch, things like that, and then he goes to kill. And that was the moment that we were working to get in on that counter punch and then knock him out, or get just a hold. And once you touch that chin right there, he would go down. I tried to get a guillotine, probably I don't remember, but I remember going to his neck, but he did a pretty good job to go on his back and defending the guillotine attack. But later on the fight, we were able to connect the chin again and get the victory.
It's interesting because, it looked like you were fighting a game plan, but at the very end, it looked like you threw game plan out the window and just said, to hell, let's go with it. Did you really envision it playing out like that? Because that final series was insane.
That's kind of my style. It's kind of hard to not do it what I love to do, And that's one thing, that a quote that I take with me, like, we live by the sword, we die by the sword. And it's exactly what happened tonight. I knew in that exactly moment that I could, it could go any way, could go either way, but I'm very grateful that, we got the victory tonight.
And lastly, you've been chasing a title shot for a while. It's kind of cluttered up at the top of the division. Have you had any conversations with Dana or the matchmakers or anybody? What do you think should happen, or have they been giving you any indication of what will happen after this?
So tonight it was, that was a great moment for my life. One of the best finishes that I had, and especially finishing the former champ. I haven't thinking about what's gonna be next. I haven't talked with Sean. I haven't talked with Dana anything about yet. But I'm gonna right now in this exact moment, I'm gonna just enjoy the victory. And probably later on thinking what's going to be my next step.
Pedro, congratulations. When you were in that final sequence throwing, did he ever hurt you? He hit you with a couple of shots. Did he ever buzz you at all?
No, he didn't. A lot of people was telling me that I was kind of falling or things like that. I think we kind of just bumped to each other, and I kind of lost my balance because I don't remember getting caught or any punch, things like that. As you can see, my face, looks pretty clean. I got some cuts in my head. I don't know if it was through the elbow or through the headbutt or something. But no, I was seeing everything's coming. I saw his punch coming. He shows when he's gonna throw the punch. He's a heavy puncher for sure. But I was able to block, and some of the punches that I ate it, like I said before, I take one punch to give another one back.
When you see him throw those wide shots, do your eyes kind of go, okay, now because you have an opening when he's throwing those from outside?
That's the kind of game that I enjoy doing that. I know it's not healthy, but I never got dropped, not even in training. And I say some of the interviews before, and I never got dropped in the trainings in a fight. And that's the kind of style that I do. I have been training with for the last year, good boxers, and I still stay there in the pocket and bang with them. I'm young, I'm healthy, and I never got dropped in a fight, in a training, so I'm gonna keep doing that, until one day it doesn't work anymore.
Pedro over here in front. Did anything you guys saw in the game plan make you think you could rope him into a brawl like that and get him, swing wildly?
Yeah, for sure. We saw a lot of, especially my coaches saw a lot of his fights, and they see that he gets very emotional when he get punched, or he's, see that the fight is not going his way. And, we were able to capitalize that and work on that hole that we saw in his game. It's not even a hole. It was kind of I prefer a fighter that comes to a fight that the one's going to just outbox and run. So I kind of enjoy that kind of fight. So we're able to give the crown a good fight. And other than that, that's the kind of fight that I like to do. If I'm gonna lose, I want to lose like fighting like that. I don't want to just chase someone all over the octagon.
When that started, did you recognize it in the fight and said, okay, this is actually where I want the fight to go. This is where I want it to lead.
Yeah, it was kind of scary because I know I could get knocked out as well. But it's a part of the game, and that's what I like to do. I see there was, one of my coaches, they were telling me to not do that, but I have to follow my intuition as well, and that's what I like to do. And and I'm very grateful for that victory tonight.
And then just last thing for me, you were very aware this week that his team kind of picked you out as the opponent in this fight. Is this kind of gratifying to get the victory in that sense?
Yeah, without a doubt. That's the expression that we say in Brazil, that when things like that happen, we say, oh, you pour water in someone's beer. And basically what we did, the whole crowd was, rooting for him. I get it. I had some of my crews right here, but 85, let's say 95% of the crowd was going, cheering for him. I understand. But yeah, that was a sweet victory, even though that, I was a big time underdog and coming with the victory, first round knockout against a former champ.
Hey, Pedro, just one quick follow-up. I think when the first time he went down, it looked like maybe he was trying to complain of a headbutt. Do you remember that sequence? Did you guys clash heads at all? Because I didn't see it. But did you guys clash heads before he went down?
I haven't watched the fight yet, but I think we did. That's why I got some cuts in my head. I think we both like to duck under and throw heavy punches. I think we did at the same time. It was not intentionally because I think it was hit at the back of my head, his forehead. So I haven't watched the fight yet, but if it was intentional, it was no. I couldn't see that coming. Thank you, guys.